What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Steve's RandomStuff. Hey, today I am back out in the garage, and it's once again time to tie one on. It's the monthly video that I do to go over all the baits I got rigged up for our upcoming Redwood Empire Bass Club tournament. This month's tournament will be at Lake Sonoma on November 18th. This is the final points tournament of the year, so I'm battling out with my son Andrew for Angler of the Year. 1 point separates the two of us, so winner take all, as you can say, for this weekend. So I'll go over the baits I have. I've been up there, as you've been, if you've been watching the previous videos, I've been up there for the last couple weeks. Just fished the Outdoor Pro Shop Fall Classic. Didn't do very well in that tournament. It was kind of disappointing for me. We thought we had a pretty good pattern picked out from Friday. That just didn't happen for us. So, but learned a lot from that, and hopefully that'll carry forward to this weekend. So I'll just kind of go through the baits. I'm probably going to stick to the kind of the same thing I've been doing up there, but I'll kind of go through some of the rigging that I have set up here. But before I get started, I know you're all kind of wondering what I'm drinking tonight, and today I am drinking some fresh beer from Parliment Brewing Company. This is their Prism IPA. Kind of a hazy IPA. Parliment Brewing Company, right here, local in Roanoke Park. So, cheers. So let's kind of get into it. I'll just kind of go through some of the reaction baits I got, and really not much because most of what we've been doing lately has just been kind of basically drop shotting and fishing deep. Anyways, I got a crankbait tied on. It's a deep cranking bait. Just in case I get into an area where I can throw a crankbait. I generally don't like throwing deep crankbaits at Lake Sonoma just because of all the trees, but open water like along the dam, over in Warm Springs area, there's some open water areas where I can throw that, and it'll get down there kind of deep. So that's kind of the basically an alternative bait to do in case I get in those areas, and I think that bite might be happening. The other one, which I had some success on, is the red eye shad, Strike King red eye shad. Some of the fish that we caught had spit up some threadfin shad, and they have this little black dot on those fish, the bait fish that they've been eating. So this seemed like a good match the hatch bait. I did catch some fish with this on Friday in open water, casting it out like in 75 foot of water, but letting it sink down. 10-12 feet, just like count it down to 12-15 count, and then just reel it really slow, and caught some fish doing that. So gonna stick with that and see how that goes. One other bait, caught one fish on, and that's a hover rig, just a little swim bait. I downsized this to a little 3.3 Kitech on a little lighter weight 1/8 ounce hover rig. Again, trying to match the hatch with the bait fish that are in there. I'm throwing this on my Dobbin 703 champion rod. Next up is a Texas rig. We were catching some fish on some brush hogs, which seemed to work, in a watermelon red as well as a watermelon candy color. I'm going to downsize a little for this week and go with the Yamamoto flapping hog, or creature bait, Yamamoto creature bait, with the 1/4 ounce tungsten, woo tungsten weight on there, and green pumpkin. Again, a Texas rig, and just dragging along the bottom, anywhere from 20-25 feet. That'll get down there pretty well with that tungsten weight. Another option for fishing that deeper water is the Mr. B Lure Company jig. And this is the purple sculpin color. It's one of my favorite colors for Lake Sonoma, paired up with the Yamamoto twin tail grub on there. This has been pretty successful over the years at Lake Sonoma, and that purple sculpin from Mr. B. So thanks to Mr. B for all the baits. Just a few more, and next is a spoon. So we've been fishing some flats and some points out deep, 40 to 50 feet, and just good old-fashioned, old-school Hopkins spoon. This is a 1/2 ounce size. I did change the hook out to a feather treble, but you can drop that down to, you know, that 40-foot range, 50-foot range, and yo-yo it. And my buddy Jerry was catching fish. He actually had a larger spoon, 3/4 ounce, that he was using, dropping it down to that 40-foot range, and caught some fish doing that on Friday. So I'm going to stick with the spoon for those deep fish as well. And then one other bottom crawler is good old shaky head. I really can't go to any lake without a shaky head. I'm going to just go with a green pumpkin stretch 40 grub by Yamamoto with a Woo Tungsten shaky head on there. Just try and get some bites on that one. And then next is my I'm going with 2 drop shot baits. First one is my Champion. This is another 703 Champion XP rod with a Tatula spinner reel and typical drop shot setup. What I use for Lake Sonoma is a 1/0 or 2/0 offset straight shank worm hook, and I'm using a Woo Tungsten pencil weight 1/4 ounce. 1/4 ounce will get down there a lot quicker than say a 3/16. So when you're fishing that deep, you want to go with a little heavier weight. This rig is set up with a 10-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon on there. And then the worm I've been having success with is this Morning Dawn Prism. So it's got the Prism flake in it with the chartreuse tip, and I've had a lot of success the last couple days out there with this setup. Really caught most of my fish with that worm. Another option here is my second drop shot setup. This is my old G Loomis GL2 rod. It's a medium light action rod, and I'm able to go to 8-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon. Again, 1/4 ounce tungsten, Woo Tungsten. This is a teardrop shape weight, and I'm going again with the 1/0 offset worm hook, and pull it off really quick to show you the hook. So there you go with the hook there, the offset worm. I like to go with a 1/0 or a 2/0 with the hook. This is actually a VMC hook. It's got the welded eye on there, about a 12-inch drop leader, again with the Woo Tungsten hook weight on there. With the 8-pound test, this is a medium light action rod. I can even go down to a 6-pound test with this setup without any problems with the weight. But with the Lake Sonoma, I stick to 8-pound there. This is a rod I've had for like, I don't know, at least 20 years now, and have caught a bunch of big fish on this rod, so I'm not worried about downsizing this with the 8-pound test. And that's really about it. That's kind of the setup what I have. I have a couple other rods in there. I have the Bass Leather Baits sleigh rig, the A-rig, set up just in case. I have another jig set up as well, just a different color of the Mr. B jig. And that's kind of about it. So just kind of keep it simple, stick to what I've been doing for the last couple of times out. Be pre-fishing on Friday. Hopefully learn something new out there. Maybe things will change. We got some rain going on this week, and probably some rain on Saturday. I think the cloud cover may help the bite. So hope that helps. If you're getting out there to do some fishing on Lake Sonoma, try some of these baits. Again, I've had a lot of success with these in recent days, so looking forward to getting back out there. Finishing up this year's tournament. This will be the last Taiwan On video of 2023. We'll get you some tournament video, maybe a little pre-fish update from Friday, but that'll probably get posted next week. So thanks for tuning in. Cheers to y'all. Enjoy some Parliment beer, and we'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.